Mini breaks are a swirling nebula of nonsense. How can anyone go somewhere new and be expected to enjoy themselves without a decade to decompress? With no idea where to go, how to eat, or what to do, it's impossible to stop the whole thing turning into a monumental fudge-up. But do not tether yourself to a rack and rend yourself asunder, because I, a man who against all medical advice continues to call himself Richard Ayoade, am going to massively sort it. Accompanied by a variety of medium to well-known faces, I'm going to take you hurtling through a foolproof maxi mini break. This is travel without mercy. Tonight, 48 hours in the imperial splendour of Vienna. Zwei Sturm bitte. Over 13 million tourists waltz up every year to cop some culture, chow schnitzel and sup at the city's famous coffee houses. In order to give the illusion of bonhomie, I will be joined by a travelling companion, the bearded actor Chris O'Dowd.
Gallery for Klusner-Stinch!
Together we near scupper our souls in the pursuit of time-efficient travel.
I'm running a light.
Break down Vienna's must-see attractions.
Freud would have loved a lightsaber.
And slip down a Freudian slope. Oh! I'm just so pleased it's not me. We're here, but should we have come? Shut up. Vienna can be reached using any of the time-tested triage of train, coach and plane. But for the time-poor mini-breaker, only the latter compels. Chris. It's Chris, right? So, have you been to Vienna before?
Never.
Never?
I travel a lot.
Yeah.
I haven't had a holiday since our honeymoon.
Wow.
Yeah. Not our.
Sure. We're still in our honeymoon period. Cursory chat concluded, I activate the B-tourist for some restorative in-flight solitude.
What is it for?
It's to ensure privacy.
I can see you, though.
Where's that sound coming from? It's like you're not here.
Dickie!
Oh,
Dick!
I'm so in my own world. After 2 spookily secluded hours, we've arrived here in Vienna, where, if you keep your spending game tight, a weekend can be secured for $250 UK sterling.
So, Dickie,
Yes, Chris?
here we are.
We are here.
You know I would go anywhere with you.
I know.
Why Vienna?
Well, let me reward that earnest question with this answer. With around 2 million inhabitants, Vienna is home to roughly a quarter of Austria's population. And as if that fraction wasn't impressive enough, Vienna has also been voted the city with the best quality of life in the world 4 times. Something you would have thought could in no way be accurately surveyed. It was home to Mozart, Haydn, your boy Beethoven, and your man Strauss, earning it the epithet City of Music. And that's pre-Ultravox, y'all. It was the birthplace of psychoanalysis, the sewing machine, slow motion, and the best souvenir in the history of all time. Of which more in the Junus, of course. In a city known for its opulent architecture, counter-suggestibility compels us to stay in a 1960s office block. Hotel Daniel has rooftop art, its own beehives, and Vespers for hire, as well as being one of the first results that came up after my Google search of Vienna plus popular Christian names plus hotel. Welcome to the Hotel Daniel. The Hotel Job was fully booked, so we're here now.
Hey, how are you?
Good,
Hi,
and you?
must be Daniel.
Not really.
Okay, can we check in, please?
Of course.
The Daniel offers some unusual bunk-down options, and I've arranged something bespoke for Chris.
Thank you, Daniel.
You're welcome.
Okay. I know how much you like to be next to a major highway.
Where are we
Make
going?
an exit. We're going to your quarters.
This.
Yeah, room 777. Chris's room is 16 square meters of luxury 1952 Airstream Clipper. This is very popular with magpies. In you go.
That's really funny.
Oh, bless you.
This is the first time that you've made me laugh.
Oh, I know. Oh, you've got plenty of head height, right?
Caravan. All right. Thanks, Dickie.
The luxury Belvedere suite offers well-wide views of Vienna as well as a display hammock, but I have no time for display hammocks. Unpacking squanders time and is a bourgeois indulgence. The ride bag means I'm ready to leave the moment I feel the heat in the city. The clock's ticking.
Yeah.
We've got a lot to fit in. There's a lot of culture here.
Should we just walk around the city at pace?
I've got an idea that might even be better than that. The only obvious way to effectively blast all of Vienna's architecture into our eyeballs is to use miniature cars, perfect for two of the tallest men in light ends. These are your hot rods.
These are my hot rods.
Chris, that's your hot rod.
Oh!
Austria's worryingly relaxed vehicle laws mean these ludicrous stinkmobiles can be driven on actual roads amongst full-sized vehicles.
Hey! It's the guy from the IT crowd.
What? I presume what you're saying is facetious.
All of this area that we're driving through right now is the first district, okay?
I can only take a man in a tiny car so seriously. Our guide Florian will take us hurtling round one of Vienna's most exciting ring roads, past the Opera House, the City Hall and the Berg Theatre.
This is St. Stephen's Cathedral, guys. Lovely church.
I think it was good to give that the 7 seconds that that architecture deserved.
You have very small, tiny little neat shops.
Nice. Do you have Dixons here?
No.
Oh. No. They don't have a Dixons, Chris.
A lot of antiques that they would have stolen during the war.
And if you're going to sightsee at speed, you must renounce all fear of collision.
Watch out for the tram.
I'm running a light. I'm running a light. We're really rattling through this. We might be able to go back a day early. Our knowledge of Vienna has expanded profoundly, but as with many things that exist in time, the tour must end.
Oh, wow. Can I be frank?
I'd love you to be frank.
I was impressed. I thought that the buildings are very old.
That is an excellent observation.
Very nice. Very clean. It's like a massive Guildford.
Is there any higher praise than that?
I really enjoyed that.
Good.
I'll not do it again.
Yeah, as with many things you enjoy. Should we dismount?
Yeah.
With elegance.
Oh.
After the giddy rush of the open road, we are now in search of head food. Vienna is dense with over 100 museums, which is more than 2 times 50, or 4 times 25. We're off to the quarters of Vienna's favourite son, Sigmund Freud, the father of psychoanalysis and all-round phallocentric fun guy.
I think that's an interesting thing.
This one piece will make 52 layers.
Watch on mobile devices or the big screen. All for free. No subscription required.
The Freud Museum is set in the very building that was his office/home between 1891 and 1938. It now attracts over 80,000 visitors a year. Here we are. Freud's Hall. If that's not itself Freudian, I don't know. On the walls, there is still the original decoration. He really
went for it, didn't he?
Gosh, it's a bit gaudy. This
Yeah.
is where
Good.
he was for 40 years.
This house,
No, just this hall. He just couldn't get going.
much like us.
Right. This is his waiting room, so this is where you would have waited. Had magazines and things like that.
He would have had like Fishing Weekly
before
over
you
in the
popped
corner.
in. All of this is alarmed.
You mean psychologically?
No, literally. As it was in Freud's time. He took his security very seriously. The treatment room.
Oh.
I think this is called the hangman. It's a piece of art that they've just put in to brighten it up, because it can get a bit heavy. That's his couch.
Lie down, enjoy yourself.
Yeah.
I'll be behind you.
It's not strange if I play with your hair. The gift shop. Banksy's favourite room.
Look, it's got an action figure. The hands move, so that's useful.
Yeah, you can just transfer your lightsaber from your other toys.
Freud would have loved a lightsaber.
Ah,
I mean, that
what would
was
he
the
make?
ultimate phallic.
Look at Darth Vader's helmet. For reasons of ignorance, I'm unable to say where Freud did his food shopping, but for the sake of this link, we're going to pretend he definitely went to the Nash Market, Vienna's famous historic market and a popular meeting place for locals and tourists. It's been here since the 16th century. You knew that.
16th century.
That's right.
Oh, great.
He's from Peru.
Chile.
And I'm from Chile.
Oh, what are you doing here?
We got lost.
Falafel.
Falafel.
Yeah.
Oh, welcome.
Thank you.
Welcome, Chile.
This is very nice. If you keep going up and down, you can get a meal out of it. These days the market is a glut of global gastronomy, but we're here to sample a local libation. We're going to try some storm wine.
Oh.
Okay, it's partially fermented grape juice.
Oh, I'm in.
Hi.
Hi.
I'm fluent, so I'll handle this.
Okay.
Zwei Sturm, bitte.
Zwei Stunden?
Yes. Yeah.
It's really good.
Much, yes.
Confident.
It was.
I think that's half the battle.
It goes back to my days in the musical of Das Boot. But the
You were
accents
great
don't-
in that. Do some of the song from the end, because there are people who haven't seen that.
We are going downtown in the bottom of the ocean. Thank you. The colour is very vibrant.
Yeah.
Thank you very much.
Danke.
To better
Cheers.
times. Wow.
It's sweet, but really bitter.
You cannot put a cork in the bottle because it will explode. Because the fermentation ain't done on this.
But that's good, because you know, when I have wine, I always think, oh, it's too fermented.
Yeah. Stewed on stern fumes, our valves ache for the kind of appeasement that can only be provided by Austrian meat. I need Käsekleiner. I know you need it now.
Okay, good.
Yeah?
What's that?
It's sausage.
Oh.
Käsekleiner. And I have this app on my
You've got
phone
a-
here.
Oh, you've got a mobile telephone.
Yeah.
Good for you.
You just type in what you want, in this case, Käsekleiner, and it will take you to it.
Do you have to be able to spell it?
Let's get some Käsekleiner. Austria tops the EU charts for per capita pork consumption, the only chart that counts. In short, Vienna's sausage game is off the hook.
Oh, still open.
Hey, zwei Käsekleiner bitte. Yes, this is sausage with cheese in it.
That doesn't have cheese in it. Oh, it does. Look at
Yes,
that.
look. The name literally means pussy stick. It's a shame. Danke.
That's really tasty. Yeah. I like cheese. I like sausage. What's the problem?
There is no problem, except for your arteries, which I can feel furring up before my very eyes.
I don't really know what you do with the bread.
I think it's a lot like normal bread.
I'm going to eat it, yeah.
Yeah. And it's certainly helping to soak up the storm. Shall we call it a night? And a victory for the Käsekleiner.
That's...
Okay. Working actor Chris O'Dowd and I have completed no less than 50% of our allotted 48 hours in the Austrian capital, Vienna.
That's really tasty.
Thus far, we have beheld its beatific buildings.
I think it was good to give that the 7 seconds that architecture deserved.
Prized open its subconscious. Look at Darth Vader's helmet. And quaffed the local rock gut.
It's not unpleasant.
Like the conformists we are, we begin day 2 with what the Austrians continue to call breakfast. Tourists and locals alike throng to the historic Café Central, which, in just 1 month, catered to Tito, Lenin, Trotsky, Freud, as well as hateful, evil fascist Hitler.
Thank you.
But we try to block out some of the 20th century's worst crimes with Austrian staples apple strudel and Sasha Torte. Now, of course, cake is a mainstay of Viennese culture. You knew that. But Viennese people tend not to have cake for breakfast.
Oh.
But we are under time pressure, which is why we're having to chunder through this.
Great.
But you seem to have taken to it like a duck to water. I don't think this is the first time you've had cake for breakfast.
Today.
No. I've got to tell you. Oh dear. I think this is how Freud came up with all of those ideas. I think it was Sugar Rush.
Well, this is why everybody had to lie on a couch for so long.
Exactly. They'd just hit Café Central too hard that morning and remembered something that their mother may or may not have done. That was dynamite, Chris. But we can't tarry.
No.
We've got to catch our horse and cart. Now! Come on! Time's of the essence, Chris.
Is this us?
That's horse. No time-efficient trip is complete without a ride on a fiacre. And for the avoidance of doubt, Chris has been warned not to comically mispronounce fiacre for the duration of the trip. I'm allergic to horses, I've discovered.
Yes, I'm noticing that.
My
from your eyes.
eyes are gone.
I'm the horse shouter.
Yeah.
Like, there's so many horse whisperers.
Wow.
Geiler, you fuck, Nash
It looks like I have you for the day at the moment when you shout like that.
20 mins costs €55 and allows you to see the city while being pulled along by a horse, something my body cannot tolerate.
They have some interesting headwear.
Makes them look like they've joined the Ku Klux Klan.
Oh,
Wow.
you're a very allergic person.
That might be the nicest thing you've ever said to me.
Fortunately for my immuno-integrity, the Fiaker has reached our next destination, the Prater Amusement Park, home to Vienna's most famous landmark. It's also where Carol Reed shot some of the 1939 Oscar-winning noir thriller The Third Man, routinely heralded as the best British film ever made by people who haven't seen Maybe Baby. The Third Man tour takes in this and some of the film's other locations across Vienna. Our tour guide Barbara ushers us onto the Reisenrad, Vienna's iconic Ferris wheel.
Lovely.
Welcome to Harry's place.
It's a very nice smell of wood.
It's pretty sturdy. It feels sturdy.
Right.
So they shot the Third Man in here.
Yes, well, outside,
What?
not inside.
They did the exteriors.
But I saw them inside.
The inside of the cabin was filmed in London Shepperton Studios. The guy that did the prop, he was Viennese, emigrating in '38 to London. So he knew how Vienna looked like and he knew how the wheel looked like.
Okay.
Much like the climax of the film, this tour finishes across town in the tunnels of the city's sewer system. We're here to see the unforgettable location used in the film's final chase scene.
Gosh. Oh, that's the smell of raw sewage for you. Oh.
I mean, I know it's not the same, but it's not unlike Charlie and the Chocolate Factory.
Wow.
Smells sweet, doesn't it?
I'm more worried about the rats. That's why I'm just keeping on moving here. So this is where Orson Welles refused to come when he was making The Third Man.
Whenever you see his face, he was here.
Right.
Whenever you see his back or just his feet, it wasn't Orson Welles.
Okay, good old Orson. So how long does this tour last?
Minimum of 5 hours.
Okay, well, quick as you like. Let's wrap it up.
Okay.
Okie dokie.
Oh!
Wow,
Hey.
mixed feelings. That was
disgusting.
everything you might expect from a sewer. Any attraction where you need hand sanitizer at the end is something to think twice about.
I feel like when you see the sewer system, it's like a city showing you its magic trick.
Right. And that magic is, how can we siphon off excrement as efficiently as possible? Shall we leave?
Yes, please.
Okay. Oh, sewers.
Our Third Man tour was compelling, if acrid, but we need to massively get a wriggle on and hasten to our next destination.
We're on a tram.
We are on the tram.
Just had an idea. There we go.
Umsteigen zu 1, 3A.
You have all of your ideas in German, don't you?
I do. You know what I like to get now, like before we go?
Tell me.
Get like a souvenir.
This is serendipitous, because we're only going to the snow globe, capital of the world, Snowglobia.
The snow globe was invented in Vienna 115 years ago. A museum dedicated to their continuing relevance is run by Erwin Pertzy III, grandson of the inventor, who guards the magical secret of the realistic snow with his life.
What is the snow in these globes?
To tell the truth, this is my secret.
What is it?
Go on.
It's snow from my snow globes.
It's actual snow.
Yeah.
Let's have a
Okay.
look at some of them.
I would love that.
Can I lift that? Is that one
Yeah.
liftable?
Yeah.
Okay. This is a
It's
one...
a little bit heavy.
Be careful, because that's
Just
Jeremy
hold it on the
Clarkson's
glass, please.
Look at that.
one. That is good quality fake snow.
Oh.
There you go. Let's go. Oh! That's a crying shame.
Oh, Erwin, I'm so sorry.
I'm just so pleased it's not me. I can't lie, I want to feel bad for you, but the relief that that wasn't me is so great. That
Drop
is-
it. Oh, careful.
Okay.
Oh,
Now you can see the
It's
magnification. If you
Yes.
remember how big the car was before.
I've got to say, I'm in such a state of shock, I can't really remember anything. I don't even remember who you are. I don't know why I'm here. I just know we've done something bad, and it wasn't my fault.
Okay.
Shall we look
Should we
through...
go into see more gloves?
Let's look at the other room of breakables,
Okay.
shall we, Owen?
Okay.
Okay, here we go. Oh, crumbs.
In order to harness the potential for fresh disgrace, I resolved to see if there's any more valuable glassware in the joint worth scoping out. And there ruddy well is. A snow globe from Orson Welles' masterpiece, Citizen Kane.
My grandfather made the snow globe for the movie.
I mean, this is good.
And this is a replica.
I'm just saying, don't do a stock inventory tonight, because as soon as your back's turned, I'm taking this. I'm taking the snow globe. I'm going to be right up front.
Is it just normal water?
Yeah, Austrian alpine water.
Oh.
What a city. What a city. Well, thank you very much.
Do you blow the glass yourself?
No.
No.
No. This is...
Idiot.
The glass globe we buy from a glass factory.
The snow you make with...
Yeah. Yeah, I do. I do. Yeah.
God, you're
yeah.
good.
I would like to remind you, you have something in your pocket.
Oh.
I've no idea what you're talking about.
Happy to see you.
And you're being very passive-aggressive, okay, which I don't appreciate. But it's lovely to meet you. There's nothing in my pocket. You have a vandal in here, you need to deal with that. I'll see you later, okay?
Thank you so much.
I'll see you
That was
later.
a pleasure.
Souvenirs now secured, taking the spend on our Viennese world to just over £500 apiece, it's surely time to definitively assess the city's suitability as a 2-day destination. To do this, we have come to a tributary of the River Danube, Europe's second longest river, which Wikipedia tells me flows through 10 countries and 4 capitals, and don't even get me started on its drainage basin. To ensure solitude for our final foray, I have, of course, charted a battery-powered self-driven island.
Cheers.
Chin chin.
What have you enjoyed most about Vienna?
I liked it a lot.
Okay.
I thought it was very clean,
It is clean.
nice.
It is nice.
I liked the hotel.
The hotel was dynamite.
I had my caravan.
I very much liked the Third Man tour up until we got to the sewer bit of it.
Yeah.
I loved the Freud Museum. I could have stayed in there for minutes. Thank you for joining me. I know it was in your contract, but thank you for honouring it.
Cheers, Dickie.
I'd like to give you something to remind you of the snow globe experience. It's not broken, so it's a novelty in and of itself. And every time you shake that, you can remember how you broke that man's globe and heart.
I just realised what he's made the snow of. It's dandruff. It's just old man dandruff.
That schnapps has gone to my head. Mini breaks are a swirling nebula of nonsense. How can anyone go somewhere new and be expected to enjoy themselves without a decade to decompress? With no idea where to go, how to eat, or what to do, it's impossible to stop the whole thing turning into a monumental fudge up. But do not tether yourself to a rack and rend yourself asunder, for I, an ill-digestible dish of DNA called Richard Ayoade, have come to turn travel on its tet.
Accompanied by a whole quiver of well-known faces, I'm going to take you hurtling through a foolproof maxi mini break.
This is travel without mercy.
Tonight, 48 hours in Paris. Home to artists, writers and romantics, Paris promises both style and substance. And to help me shoulder the cultural burden, I'll be joined by comedian, presenter and phenomenon, Mel Giedroyc.
Wow.
Together, we will glug green liquid.
Oh, did you feel that at the back of your brain?
Head?
Yeah.
Commit culinary clangers.
Chef, I need support.
And unearth our inner artist.
Oh, Shatters has come apart.
Oh, hello. Whoa.
We're here, but should we have come?
We're hurtling to the City of Light in dignified ground-based fashion by taking the Eurostar. We decide to document this unique moment in history by stepping out of it to take pictures of our own faces. No sooner than our media sticks fill to capacity, we arrive.
Mel,
Yes.
we're in Paris.
I'm feeling it.
Good.
I'm feeling Parisian already. Why have you brought me here?
Well, Mel.
It's a lovely thing, and I'm not dissing it, but
Yes.
why?
Well, Mel, I'll tell you why. We all know Paris as the Texan city made famous by Wim Wenders' cinematic cri de coeur. But there's actually another Paris closer to home, in a country called France, of all things. This Paris is home to 2.25 million bods, who in turn jostle with 15 mil tourists a year, making Paris the third most visited city in the world. But none of these saps have mini-broken like we're about to mini-break. This photogenic capital is the birthplace of the bikini, the stethoscope and the pencil sharpener. And for cats who like to keep their arboreal game tight, half of the 470 thou trees in Paris are referenced and measured by order of the Mayor of Paris himself. A weekend here in the French capital will cost about £230, but in the interest of excess, we may well spaff even more.
So, where are we going, Richard? Do you know?
L'Hotel.
Yeah. What's it called?
That's what it's called. Straight up. Neat.
What, the hotel is
It's
called L'Hotel?
L'Hotel, yeah.
Located in what's regarded as the most intellectual of neighbourhoods, L'Hotel is perfect for people who like their hotel name to contain no superfluity. Its understated opulence and basics, such as private pool hire, have attracted Hollywood and literary greats, as well as Keanu Reeves.
Okay, well...
This is some boudoir, Richard, isn't it? Nice. That's a
Yes.
very nice,
Yeah.
whatever the word is.
Bed.
Bed.
Yeah. Oscar Wilde apparently died in this room, so...
Oh. Did he die in this bed? Do we know?
I don't know. I think he died just by the DVD player.
Mel leaves me with my bedfellow and scuppers off to scope her quarters.
Velvet walls. Just how I like them. Oh, yeah.
Mel, come on, stop relaxing. This is a mini break.
Wake me up in 48 hours.
The first thing most people do on arriving in Paris is head to the Eiffel Tower. But who wants to waste hours in a queue for the lift or climb 704 steps to be rewarded with a view of Paris that doesn't even include the Eiffel Tower? Everyone, minus 2 mavericks. The best view of Paris is to be viddied from a wholly different tower.
Take a look at the queue.
Yeah.
It's not here, is it?
Montparnasse Tower not only has the highest roof terrace in Paris, but also Europe's fastest lift, an attraction in and of itself.
Look at that. Eiffel Tower, which we would not be able to see were we foolish enough to ascend it. There are 30 replicas of the Eiffel Tower around the world.
You just plucked that out of nowhere, or was that
I just
something
pulled
you've
that
been
out of my fact quiver.
brewing? Okay.
There'll be
Jigsaw?
further fact arrows from my fact quiver as we proceed. We can see Les Invalides, Arc de Triomphe,
Yes.
Louvre,
Yeah.
the lot.
Very nice colours. There's
Golden.
camel, there's buff, there's beige, there's taupe,
Taupe,
down to cream.
which we've subconsciously bought into.
I know. I never wear this colour
No.
in England. Do you wear that in England?
You look like a young Terry Venables.
Do I?
I love the camel.
I thought you were going to say some French film star called
Yeah.
Terry Venable.
In order to effectively tend to our tits to time ratio, we combine lunch and history at Paris's oldest café, Le Procop. Opened in 1686, it now doubles as a museum dedicated to some of its most famous patrons.
Napoleon's hat. Small fellow.
What's with the upturned V?
I don't know. This way up?
It was a favourite of Voltaire, Marie Antoinette, and a raft of French revolutionaries.
How is it?
Oh, that's lovely.
Good.
In a moment of weakness, we order calf's head casserole, the signature dish of this 17th century chop house. But before we cow down, Mel demands we plough through a plate of invertebrates.
Oh, crumbs. Here we go.
Mr. Forky goes
Right.
deep
Oh, hello.
into Snail Town.
Well, the colour of this is something I need to ignore.
It's really nice.
And I'm good for snail.
Did you like that?
I'm good for it.
I really like that.
Really?
Yeah.
What's
So
amazing to me is it tastes like snail.
It tastes quite gardening,
I've still not
doesn't
got
it?
through it. I'm still resisting.
As Rod Stewart
Yeah.
sang, I am snailing.
Snail away, snail away, snail away, as Enya
Enya.
would say.
With mathematical inevitability, the second course follows the first, and we buckle up for bovine bonds.
Here we go.
Ready?
Calf's head. That's very French.
That's really good.
See if I can clear the decks with a bit of carrot. Wow.
Really sorry.
I don't know if that's champers. I don't know whether that's brain stems.
I'm really sorry.
No, it's charming.
It's awful.
No.
I'm so sorry.
It's very continental. Let me top you up with sparkling water.
I think it's a sign of
It's a
enjoying
sign
it,
of
isn't
good
it, in
times. Enjoying it. Here we come. That was a deep one. That was from the shoes.
Sorry. It's
But
really
you feel-
unattractive. I'm
no,
sorry.
It's because
It's
you're
awful.
relaxed.
Yeah.
You're relaxed. I think you've been holding this in for years.
It's the champs, mate, honestly.
Mm.
Have you eaten some stem?
I don't know, the texture altered during that bite. And that
Did it become
is a
viscous?
draw.
Maybe time to say tutty bye-byes.
Yeah. Yeah, we're going to skip.
Filled with French fare, we need to slam some sights into our optics.
Look at this fella.
We choose retro tours to help us rev round a multitude of must-sees.
Should I be strapped in any way? No.
Here we go.
No strapped in. No seatbelt required.
No seatbelt.
No?
Oh my God, that's quite fast.
The distressingly masculine Remy will speed us past Notre Dame, the Champs-Élysées and Arc de Triomphe, amongst other things that also have names.
I've got no feeling in my right thigh.
You don't need it.
I feel like doing a Lucinda Pryor-Palmer. It's this sort of action. Sorry about this move. I know it's a bit odd. I just want to keep my right buttock alive.
I think it's used to it.
Yeah. Oh, hello. Whoa. Oh, look, Notre Dame.
Here we go, back.
This is the smallest street of Paris.
That is a small street.
Can I stroke your beard?
Yeah, you
just
can.
very slightly.
You can.
Good.
How is it?
Do you want to stroke it?
I'm okay.
You are in
Where is this?
Champs-Élysées,
The Champs-Élysées.
in front of Le Lido. Another cabaret, you know, like Crazy Horse and Moulin Rouge.
Is that a bit saucy?
Many tits.
Many tits. Remy,
What do you say?
you just said many tits in there.
Ah.
Remy, you've lowered the tone. It was all about the Musée d'Orsay and suddenly it's many tits. Unbelievable.
This is Paris.
Okay, Arc de Triomphe. Arc de Triomphe.
Wow.
This is the end.
Thank you. Remy, you're adept on this machine. Good night. I don't know what the Barnett's going to be doing under this.
Let's have a look.
It could have suffered.
Helmet head.
What's happening?
Oh, it's good.
Is it?
Yeah, it's actually
Better.
better.
It's actually improved. Good way to see Paris.
Amazing way to
It's
see
pretty
Paris.
good. I felt you fall for Remy over the course of that trip. You were hugging him tighter and tighter.
It's Paris, isn't it?
I think it's Remy as well. Let's not discount his manly, young Brian Blessed presence.
Sights duly seen, the hour commands we bevy up. 5 p.m. is the Parisian precursor to wine time, and in the 19th century was known as the Green Hour, in reference to the populace's penchant for absinthe. Also known as the Green Fairy, it is distilled from a mix of fennel, aniseed, and wormwood shrub.
Oh, wow.
Okay.
Oh, lovely.
So, what's the sugar cube?
And have to do like that. Drop and drop.
Okay.
And when the sugar is dissolved, yes,
Dissolved, yes.
you can drink.
Shall I
Yes.
open up my hose?
Okay, get your force out. Whoa.
Too much.
That's
Sorry.
too much.
It's okay.
It can be as strong as 89% alcohol, and after being blamed for a variety of ills, from a rise in alcoholism to tuberculosis and even murder,
Wow.
absinthe was banned in 1914 for almost a century.
Yeah, I mean, it's like very strong toothpaste.
Dental. Oh, did you feel that at the back of your brain?
Head?
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean,
Just
it's...
had a slight.
I mean, I'm certainly not going to chug my way through this.
My eyes have locked.
Well...
Slightly locked eyes. Yeah, already.
No, there is a glaze.
Slight
There's a glaze.
I've got the absinthe glaze.
Yeah, I'm not
How
so
are
sure.
you feeling?
I feel tired.
Depressed.
Yes.
Melancholy.
You're spiralling through a Rolodex of emotions there.
Slightly melancholy.
People will ferment anything, won't they?
They will.
Bricks, bits of tears, anything. Oh, wow. You're really leaning into that punch.
You have to brace into it.
Bye, go.
We are halfway through our sacred charge to siphon off the essence of Paris in 48 hours. Thus far, we've dined discerningly.
Wow.
Gulped green goo.
Yeah, I mean, it's like very strong toothpaste.
And restaged Easy Rider.
Oh, look, not too
Here we go, bang.
As ever, day 2 starts with staring at cakes through glass.
They've got
Mel,
gold macaroons,
no, come on.
gold ones.
Trot on.
Parisians' belief in the Macaron is mythic, enshrined in the crucial calendric celebration Le Macaron Day.
This is for suckers.
Oh.
Trot on past the Parisians.
The au fait contemporary traveller can no longer content herself with merely dining on delicacies. She now has to construct them from scratch. Hence, we're hitting the world's most famous cookery school, Le Cordon Bleu, to learn the secrets of the Macaron. Teaching the culinary art for over 100 years, the school is literally the only conceivable place on planet Earth to learn French cuisine.
Bonjour à tous.
Bonjour, chef.
Bonjour.
Welcome to Le Cordon Bleu Paris.
Thank you.
You know why you're here today?
Definitely.
Yes.
We're going to make macaron.
That's
and
right.
Make them really good.
I can see how this is going. You're immediately teacher's pet. You're
I'm
right there.
I'm right
You're
close.
at the apex. I don't like what's happening.
Already the favourite.
Chef Olivier Mahou begins the class by mixing together ground almonds and sugar.
This has been pre-weighed.
Yeah, that's pre-weighed.
Okay, so thus far I haven't made a mistake.
And then deftly segues to whisking the eggs.
It's actually quite tiring, isn't it?
It's this. Knackering, isn't it?
Mary Berry
I know.
with the whisking. That's why she's so sinewy.
It's all sinew.
I know.
Sinew.
She's like a young Iggy Pop. Let's hope she doesn't start taking her top off like Iggy. Now, Paul Hollywood, is that his real name?
Yes.
You're out of your mind, that's his real name.
Next, chef shows us how to gently combine the two mixtures.
It's like if you're doing the stroke or
Breaststroke.
Yeah, breaststroke, yeah.
Okay.
Okay, all right. So one hand does
Going
this.
for a forest. Kate Bush.
Yeah, that's it. That too. That works.
Yeah.
Okay, so
Early
one
Kate
hand
Bush.
does this.
Yeah.
Okay, and the other one does
Oh,
this.
nice.
Okay, so it's like doing this.
Oh, great.
All right?
Displaying the kind of empathy and bonhomie for which I am famed, I proceed to find out about our fellow chefs.
Have you made macaron?
Never.
Have you made macaron? Have you made macaron? Yeah. This guy.
Yeah, we are an expert.
You bake all the time, right?
Well, sometimes, yes.
Sometimes.
Oh,
Come on.
I see.
Only when he's not managing his international business. Anyone wearing a pink shirt, I trust.
You trust?
I trust. Because it's a choice. It doesn't just happen to you.
Yeah.
So you're thinking about life.
We add natural food colouring and prepare the mixture to pipe onto the baking tray.
How?
Yeah.
Oh, chef, I need support.
No problem, no problem. I'm here. Look.
Here we go.
Isn't that
What's
cheating?
happening?
Isn't that slightly cheating?
No.
That the chef is actually
do
taking
you
your
see?
bag?
I'm trying to learn.
C'est bon?
You get to the end of your life, what do you say? I've won?
Oh, he's
No.
just done that for you.
You say I've lived. I've connected. I've got very unsteady hands because of anxiety.
After 3 hours as a pastry chef, I feel I might finally be able to hold my own in my fortnightly Greg's discussion group.
That's a good macaroon.
That's good, huh?
That's a good
Yeah.
macaroon.
Just when I think we won't receive certificates, we receive certificates, and my rage subsides to be replaced by a sense of utter achievement.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
Well done, Richard.
Thank you. I feel that would have happened regardless of what happened here.
Merci, chef.
Merci beaucoup.
Thank you
you.
so much. Everyone, look, got
Yeah.
that.
Look, it's a certificate of attendance. It just means
It
you
isn't.
came. We need to go because we are pressed for time.
Chef, thank
you for coming.
This means I can work anywhere,
Thank
right?
you so much.
You're welcome.
I don't know.
That's a
that was-
bit much.
I know, sorry.
That's a bit much.
Perforce, we must bust, for the upcoming selection of sites have no intention of seeing themselves. Despite my near-legendary motion sickness, I'd selflessly book us tickets on the Bateau bus, allowing Mel to get a gut full of sights via 9 key attractions, 6 arrondissements and 15 bridges while I try to quell my stomach's revolt.
Bang, bang, bang.
That's what Paris is about, what's happening just right there against that railing.
Give it space to breathe.
All right, sorry, but that's Paris. It's about laughing and looking in each other's eyes and interlocking.
Maybe that's linked to my feelings of nausea at the moment.
We have no choice but to abandon ship in the search of art. Paris's most famous gallery is the Louvre, but we haven't got time to slog through some of the most evocative works ever produced in human history, let alone pay for it. We want to look at graffiti for free. Armed with Street Art Map, an interactive website that points out art wherever you are in the world, we're off to spot some stuff that's been sprayed on walls.
Look at Gregos. He does these 3D models of his face.
Got a very small face.
I think he's trying to save on 3D printing costs.
Yeah.
Oh. You find us between Kai and Shatters. You can thank my app for telling me who did it. Kai.
Kai.
Shatters.
I love seahorses.
It's quite hard to be angry around a seahorse, isn't it? Oh, Shatters has come apart. You've ruined a bit of Shatters.
Let's move
That's a shame. But that's, I mean, the Shatters have got to expect that.
Has anyone got any glue? Right. No one will ever know.
Art restoration duly performed, we head for a street art shrine to a French singer and cultural icon.
Serge Gainsbourg's house, Mel. I can tell you moved.
He doesn't do it for me.
No?
Not really.
Really?
Do you like his music?
I do.
Do you?
Yes, La Javanaise. That's
How
very
does that
good.
go?
A lot of them are quite like that.
Yeah.
He wrote Letitia. That's incredible. I love Serge Gainsbourg. L-A, E dans la, D-I-T-I-A.
Oh, Letitia.
Sous le soleil, exactement.
And of course,
Je t'aime. Really?
There's something
I don't
about
like
that there, the breathiness of it.
Afraid of breasts, of course.
Was he?
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
Yeah. Let's leave.
Growling, yeah.
Yeah.
Our hunger for souvenirs has reached something close to mania, and that mania has turned my scent rancid. I need perfume, fast. Paris has bewiffed us with Chanel No. 5, Dior and Opium, but we have unearthed something superior.
Let's hit the scents.
Oh, is
New
it?
pop.
We're heading for Parfum sur Mesure, where exclusive perfumier Stephanie De Bruyne can create a signature scent for a bracing 4,000.
We've come to see if you can knock us up a scent.
Well, we say us. It's for Richard, not for me.
We don't want to blow your perfume deal because she cannot endorse any other perfume than the one she is known for.
Smell,
Yeah.
it's called.
Smell.
S brackets M and then
Smell.
L.
No,
Just one L.
please.
You know, we are on a bit of a time pressure, so
Yeah.
I know this normally takes about 3 weeks, does it?
Yes.
We've
3
got
weeks.
3 minutes, maybe about 3 minutes.
To create my fragrance, Stephanie pummels me with cues to discover the depths behind my rugged persona.
So ideally, I'm looking to smell like 60s new wave lemon fresh
Yes.
with a hint of library. Also Ribena.
Bean?
Have you had Ribena? That's a heck of a drink.
She then selects a variety of smells for us to test drive based on my answers.
I have also bergamot oil. You know bergamot?
I don't know that oil, actually.
Bergamot, it's like a big lemon.
Oh.
That's subtle. That gets you in the. That gets you.
Wow. I've never seen you so. You've completely opened up in here.
I'm really enjoying this. I've got massive nostrils.
Mel.
I've got.
No, you don't.
They're like a rocking horse. I have a big sense of smell.
Please.
Stephanie will not be bullied into giving a cheap compliment, choosing to focus what remains of her energy on stirring up some pong.
What's that?
Quite plummy, it's nice.
Okay.
That's definitely more citrusy.
Well,
Yes.
Come on, come on. By the well, Lassie.
Oh, you see, I'm saying that one. I think that's more you.
You prefer the lemon one?
On you.
On me?
Definitely.
Okay,
Et voilà.
thank you.
For you.
It's Le
Thank
Rouge
you.
et le Noir.
Oui, le rouge.
Yes.
De Émile Zola.
Steer it back. No, Stendhal.
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 Sorry, I thought it was
Oh,
Zola.
that was a literary faux
that,
pas.
I know.
No problem.
Sorry,
Confusing
forget
Zola
I
with
ever came
Stendhal.
in.
Confusing Zola with Stendhal.
Sorry.
Back out the
Sorry.
perfumery.
Sorry.
Oh, dear me.
As the final pellet of time dissolves around us, we hasten to the triumphant wonder of the Sacré-Cœur. A sustaining crepe rounds off a spend of £4,787 per person, but 2/3 of that was on whiff.
Well, let's judge the trip. How was it for you?
It's been a feast of the senses.
Good.
The smell of your wrists,
My wrists are still very pungent. What do you feel about the cordon bleu?
it felt really good
Macaroons.
to go in there and, frankly, whip everyone else's ass with our macarons.
Yes.
Ours were better. The
Okay.
best thing,
You polished off that crepe.
best thing's been hanging out with you, mate.
Oh, come now.
Come on, snuggle
Don't
up.
force me to return the compliment.
Snuggle
you
up.
know how I feel about.
Come on.
No,
Paris, it's
I'm like
all
a
laid
brandy
out
snap.
in front of us.
I've gone stiff.
Come
you
on,
can tell.
relax with
I've
me.
never had a massage in my life.
Loose
you
and
can see
limber.
why. Look, I'm tight like a snare drum.